Hey everybody, welcome to July 2022 Astrology. I'm Jennifer and let's jump right into it. All right, so this first week we have the Pluto return of the United States of America, which means that Pluto returns to the place in the sky that he was 248 years ago, which was 1776. And as we know, that was a time of a little bit of unrest. So we're probably going to be in for a little more of that. In fact, because Pluto is retrograde, this is the second time that he's gone back to 27 Capricorn. The first time was in February, I believe. And he's retrograde, so when he starts moving forward again, guess what? He's going to pass through this point again. So this week is going to be, I think, a little gnarly because not only of that, but we have also Mars squaring him, which means they're making a 90-degree angle in the sky. Mars is in his home sign of Aries. Now, he is the god of war. Aries is his home turf where he is, he's like Superman. He is going to be ready for a fight. And he also rules sports, so it's not all bad. If you're sporty, this is a great week to get after it. But I would say globally, it'll probably be ripe for conflict and craziness, possible attacks, more battling. And on a personal level, I would say be guarded against just letting things fly out of your mouth. Filter is the theme for July 1st and 2nd, okay? Be careful about getting into arguments and altercations because people are going to see things very black and white, and we're not going to want to meet in the middle at all. And I think the best way to deal with the next couple of days, the 1st and the 2nd, is if you sense like a little bit of conflict brewing, take a deep breath, walk away. Count to 10. Do those little things so you don't just blurt out something that you're going to regret later, because Mars square Pluto is a really intense, these are two intense planets, and this is a very intense angle. So just be guarded, be on your best behavior, as your mom would say. All right, now let's see what else is going on here. July 2nd, we also have a Mercury trining Saturn and squaring Neptune. Now this is like kind of a mixed bag because a trine is a really nice angle, and Saturn, he will provide us with linear thinking and strategizing and being very not easily distracted. So this is a good time for getting stuff done regarding communication where, say you're a writer and you have writer's block because, you have to get up every 5 minutes to check the mail and, go outside and walk the dog because you really just don't want to write. So Mercury, which obviously governs communications and creativity, and well, not just creativity, that's kind of Neptunian, but to some extent creativity, the way we communicate, and the way we absorb information as well. So Saturn's going to add structure. So this is a good time for writers to actually sit down and be able to stay focused and to get done what you want to get done. Or not just writers, but any kind of creative person, screenplay writers, artists, musicians. You're going to be really focused and disciplined. I would say that's the theme of that aspect. And Mercury squaring Neptune on that same day, the July 2nd day. Now this is it's going to add complications for normal situations, meaning we might interpret something the wrong way or the way we would like it to be. We've got our rose-colored glasses on. Now, as long as you're aware of that and don't take things, I would say, at face value, and don't add more to what someone is saying in your mind palace because you want it to be the case, because I can guarantee you it will not be. And you'll sort of go into a little bit of fantasy overdrive thinking well, he really meant that, I'm sure, because I know deep down, blah, blah, blah. Don't go there. Just take people at their face value because we will tend to complicate issues and misconstrue them. Now, the good part of this Mercury Neptune aspect, however, is that again, if you are doing any kind of creative work, now Neptune just explodes creativity. So again, writers, musicians, artists, any sort of creative endeavor, projects that require getting a message out and creativity combined, this is your day. I mean, I would just block your calendar off and like, get to town on working on whatever project it is that you want to get going, because you will be able to bang out a tremendous amount of work on, I think that's what, Saturday, the 2nd. Something else going on the 4th that I want to mention, and that is Mars leaving Aries, his home sign, and going into Taurus. Now, Mars doesn't particularly love being in Taurus because Mars is like action, go, 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 energy. Like I said, he rules sports and war, and Taurus is more bovine. I mean, it's the sign of the bull. It's like, it's not like plodding along. I don't want to say that, but it's much more slow paced and relaxed. And, that sign rules beauty and being, grounded and stable and hardworking and, slow and steady wins the race kind of thing. Now, the god of war in another like stubborn sign, the last time that he was here was, guess when? January 6th. Yeah, we know what happened then. So, yikes. Anyway, just be on the lookout for kind of, again, stubborn behaviors when it comes to aggression. Not a great combination, but for the most part, we will be kind of forced to slow down, and he'll be there for roughly a month maybe. So it's not going to be a super long lasting aspect. We have a really good aspect for people who are looking to bring their relationship to the next level, who want to talk about commitment, or where is this going? We have Venus in Gemini, which is an air sign, and she is trining, making a beautiful angle to Saturn in Aquarius, another air sign. So air signs rule communication, the way we think, the way our point is taken, and the way we take other people's points. So we're going to be thinking pretty clearly. And so Saturn is like responsibility, structure, values, and Venus is love, relationships, beauty, things like that. And so he's going to bring some stability to your love life. And this is a really good time, that 12th through the 13th, to have talks about, where is this going, and what do you see as the future of our relationship being? And not just for romantic relationships. You can use these couple of days, if you work, say, part-time and you're really wanting to go full-time, talking to your employer or wanting a promotion. This is a really good couple of days for forwarding your long-term goals and in a commitment sort of arena. So take advantage of that. Also, on the 13th to the 14th, Venus is squaring Neptune. Now, this is not great for communication when it comes to the things that Venus rules. Again, money, love. So be very careful that day, those couple of days actually, because Neptune he's a trickster, right? So he can bring a lot of delusion to the scene. So when it's a square, which is a tricky angle, which causes conflict, we need to be on guard not to see through rose-colored glasses when it comes to the stuff that Venus rules. So be very careful not to misconstrue what someone is telling you. If they're saying, I want some space, don't think it's because he's depressed, or he needs some time because his dog died, or, we're gonna go into fantasy land about it. Just say to yourself, okay, he's telling me he needs some space. So obviously, he's not that into me like he once was. I'm just giving you an example. So be careful not to misconstrue what someone tells you. Kind of, don't go into that realm of your mind palace where you can, turn the situation around into being something that you want it to be. All right. So just be on guard for that. And that again is the 13th to the 14th. Okay, also on the 13th, we've got a full moon in Capricorn. Now, when the moon is in Capricorn, she is not happy. This is called exile. When any planet or luminary is in the sign opposite their home sign, which hers is Cancer, right? So opposite Cancer in the sky is Capricorn. That's where she's going to be when she's full. She doesn't like being there. What that's going to mean for us is that it's going to be a little bit of a come to Jesus that day. You're going to feel like you can't duck and hide from the stuff that is bothering you deep down, like shadow level stuff. So it may be a little bit of a wake up call that day to realize, I've got to get the brakes fixed. Oh my goodness, like they've been squeaking for 3 weeks. Just stupid shit like that. It's just gonna bother us and bother us and bother us, because Capricorn is it's ruled by, Saturn, right? So it's very structured. It's like, responsible. And the moon is kind of the opposite. She's all like emotions. So Capricorn moons aren't bad. They're good for, letting go of things that you you need to deal with, and you can't run from them anymore, because they'll really be bugging you. So it's not a bad moon, even though she's in exile there, but just use it to your advantage and deal with things that you need to get rid of. That's a great day for purging, like cleaning the house and getting rid of crap that you never use, and giving it to Goodwill or Salvation Army, and just getting rid of like junk in your life that you don't need. All right. Okay. Remember how I said at the beginning that the month was going to be a little bit slow and then pick up steam toward the end? Well, it's finally going to happen on the 19th, when Mercury, the planet of communication, goes into Leo. Now, Leo is like drama-rama, theater people, stage, spotlight, and so we're going to be fiery. Our conversations are going to be lively and bantery and a lot of back and forth, and everyone's going to be a stand-up comic or feel like one. And it's going to start to liven up the vibe of the month. So the 23rd, then the sun follows and goes into Leo. So it is definitely Leo season, and things are going to start to like come alive. Cancer's great for being, hearth and home and Martha Stewarty, but Leo is more like Freddie Mercury. So that's going to be a really a fun week when that starts happening, which is the 19th with Mercury, and then the 23rd with Leo. On July 24th and 25th, Venus is going to be squaring Jupiter. This isn't really a bad aspect, even though it's a square, but it is a time when we can overindulge, because Venus rules, comfort things like food and things that make us happy, but maybe aren't necessarily like healthy and good for us. And Jupiter brings that expansion. So just be on the lookout not to overindulge with food and drink. And you should be okay. And just, kind of like keep things in moderation on the 24th and 25th. On the 26th, and 27th, Mercury is squaring Mars. Now, Mercury and Mars, when they're squaring, will often bring conflict in communications. So again, this is a couple of days to watch your tongue, and before you fire off some sort of snarky comment on someone's Instagram post or Twitter feed, just, think about it before you do that, because you might be kind of, saying something like an asshole, and then feel badly about it later. So those are a couple of days. Mark on your calendar. Zip it. July 31st, we have Mars conjuncting Uranus and the North Node in Taurus. So this, in a phrase, would be extreme. People are going to be very impulsive, very quick to act. Boredom is going to be the killer. This is going to be the time to really pay attention to keeping yourself safe. Uranus brings shock, and Mars brings fire, anger, fighting, war, and the North Node is the newness of experiences. And the three of these combined, I'm a little trepidatious about the July 31st timeframe. Now, these two planets in the North Node, this is an aspect that, the North Node and Uranus have been in orb, meaning close together, since around April, but Mars joins the party now at the end of July. So I would not be surprised if there are crashes, industrial accidents, gnarly earthquakes, bad fire. I mean, obviously, like fire in California, that's kind of par for the course, unfortunately. But this is a really good time to make sure that you have emergency preparations if you live in a zone that is earthquake prone or fire prone or both. Sorry, California people, but you gotta be careful. This is definitely going to bring some crazy weather. I wouldn't be surprised if it brings some sort of huge attack, like a terrorist attack or another mass shooting. I don't want to be all Debbie Downer, but this is a gnarly ass episode of like planets gone wild. And this is a few days where if you want to be safe, then be prepared, because if shit's going to go down in July, it's going to be probably right at the end, July 30, 31st, or August 1st, around there. Okay. Another thing to this Uranus-Mars North Node conjunction is the fact that it's happening in Taurus, which rules money and finances. I wouldn't be surprised if the stock market really poops the bed even worse. This wouldn't be a bad time prior to this to move your money into possibly more conservative, safe options. I'm not talking like under the mattress, although that probably wouldn't be a bad idea at this point, the way things are going. But maybe buying gold or silver. Precious metals would probably be a safe bet. I'm not a financial analyst, so don't take my advice as, financial be all and end all. But I personally have been buying up gold quite a bit in preparation for what may be coming. As the food shortage problem, the supply chain problem is going on, I can expect that it'll get worse, much worse, before it gets better. So forewarned is forearmed. Not trying to be a drag, but just prepare and don't feel like you're a crazy prepper. I really think that it's gonna get worse before it gets better. And I think the end of July, we're gonna see it really start to ramp up. One positive aspect about this Uranus-Mars North Node situation is that I think it's going to cause a collective, wake up and smell the coffee moment when we either revolutionize the way things are done and stop accepting, bullshit like the gas prices going up and, shortages. I mean, it's all for the, the elite global assholes that are making so much profit off of the little people who are just struggling to pay rent and buy food and gas and just living paycheck to paycheck. So even though this is a pretty intense conjunction, I think it also has the opportunity to bring some real necessary change that may be painful as we're going through it, but ultimately is going to make us way, way better off than we were in the past. So it's not all bad. And personally, on a personal level, you can also take this time at the end of July to make some big changes in your life, especially in the house that Taurus rules. So look at your natal chart and see where that is. This is a really good time to enact some better habits, and especially when it comes to the realms of money, security, your savings. So that pretty much wraps up July. I hope you guys enjoyed this little astrology report, and it gives you some good intel to navigate the month with, and enjoy Leo season, and happy summer.